Okay. So this is the restoration of my AE86 Toyota Corolla. It's an SR5. I really wish it was a GTS, but you work with what you got, I guess. Where I live, Canada, pretty much all the 86s are rotted to shit. So anything's better than nothing. I got this one for 1500, yeah. It's a bit of a rip-off, but I really wanted one. Anyways, I'll show you what I've done so far. First, I grinded out all the rust in all these holes. I fiberglassed this, but it looks like crap, so I'm going to have to redo it. Another hole here. Down here is where I've done a lot of work so far. This took me a long time to figure out how to do it. Basically, I've cut a piece of sheet, well, sorry, let me explain properly. This whole section was rotted out. So, the only way to fix it was to get a cutting wheel for my angle grinder and cut out all the rotted metal. Then I grinded down with this tool over here, all the extra rust. Okay. So I grinded it all down, all the crappy rust. It basically eats away all the shit metal. Then I got a piece of sheet metal, bent it to the proper shape, and riveted it in place. I made some markings so I knew where to bend it, and I put this here to know that there was shitty metal back here, so I couldn't rivet anything in this area here, because there was nothing to rivet to. Really, this isn't the best job ever, but for the first time I've ever done bodywork in my entire life, and I'm a computer guy, so I don't really know anything about metal, cars, or anything. I thought it turned out alright. Riveted in place using this thing here. It's a rivet, I don't know if it's a rivet gun. I guess it's a rivet gun. And I got these rivets here. The side. Oh, thought I heard someone coming. So, basically this whole rotted out, I replaced the metal here. I tried to get a lot of the rust off the rims, but they're kind of hard to get to, so I'm going to have to take the wheels off to get all the rust off. Grinded down all the rust that was here. Grinded all the rust off that was here. Down here will give you a good idea of what the other side looked like. Oh shit. All the nuts I had spilt out onto the road. Yeah, this is how the other one was. Actually, this one's better than the other one. The other one was like rotted up this far. This one's better compared to the other side of the car. But yeah, they were both rotted out, so I'm going to repair this side too. There's rust along the bottom of the door. Got to get that out. This is where it's the worst. The whole fender rotted out. So I got to take this fender off and replace it. I'll do a walkthrough of that, so if anyone's curious how to replace a fender, they can learn. And while I'm learning too. And here's my replacement fender. And this is the garbage when I took off the other side, which you can see, well, you can't really see because it's shady. There you go, it was really rotted out. Some guy just used a pipe when he restored it before. Just used a pipe to make it shape like an arch. This side, what is that, Bondo is so poorly done. And down here it's, oh shit, it already came off. Earlier it was chipping off, but now you can see it's completely gone. And here's my Frogger cabinet, which I'm also restoring. So, oh, and here's my duct tape headlight, or corner light. Once I get the proper screws out, it won't look so bad anymore. Right? Okay, there's another video. I just finished using this. My what is it called again? Angle grinder, to cut a piece of metal from the other side, for my other hole in the body. It's over here. Down here. So, what I did was I measured out all the corners, all the bends, measured out on the piece of sheet metal, cut it to the right, or put all the lines where all the bends are going to be, got the right shape. So now I'm going to take it back to my, I forget what the machine's called, but you use it to bend metal. So I'll come back then. Okay, so now we're back in the backyard where there's the metal bender. I have no idea what the real name for it is. I think it might be block or something like that. It's been a long time since I took a metal course. Anyways, so I got my metal here. I put it in this machine. It's going to be kind of hard with only one hand, but you want to line it up properly. So I drew these lines so I would be able to do this part here. So, as you can see, I didn't line it up properly. So basically, after you put it in there, you grab this handle down here and you bend it. I'll come back when I have it. Okay, so now I've got it lined up properly in here. I already bent it a little, but this is how you basically do it. You put it in here, line up along the line, and then you use this handle here to pull up on the metal, and it bends it. Now I don't want a huge bend in it, because that's the shape of my car anyway. So I take it out. Now you see I have two bend lines, so kind of screwed up, because now I have to flip it over, put it in this way to put the other bend in. So once I put the, I need to draw another line here so I know where to bend it. So once I do that, okay, so I'm back here again. I just made the bends. Turns out this part here, this horizontal piece, is a little too long. So I've got my angle grinder hooked up again, and I'm going to shave off the extra. The bends are almost perfect. It just needs to be shaved down a little here. Fortunately, it's a tiny bit shorter than I wanted it to be. It's still pretty good overall. So, set this up here. It'll only take me 1 second to do this. Wear gloves. And goggles. Okay, so I'm back over at the car again. I took off the cutting wheel and put on this wire brush. Basically it'll help with taking off all the rust, the extra rust that I haven't got off yet. I finished cutting this. You can see it fits almost perfectly. Well, close enough anyways. I have to obviously rivet in place and stuff. So now, okay. This is a lesson for all. If you have a garage in the back, like we do here, and winter just passed, excuse me, sorry I'm breathing so hard, but do not try to bring your car back to the back garage. It was pretty much the worst idea ever. I feel like such an idiot. But that's what you get for no experience, I guess. It was supposed to pour today, so I decided I needed to finish the rust repair on the car, so I brought it back to put it in this garage here, which I cleared out. There's my Honda Civic as well. Brought it down this way. Got stuck in the mud a million times.